2 months before the World Cup, before a single ball was kicked, France's Football Federation called their players into a meeting and asked them to take a pay cut bonus. €20,000 per player. The reasons they gave? The tournament is expensive, the exchange rate is bad. The same federation banks €100 million every single year from one shirt deal. 2 months later, the most expensive squad in World Cup history walked off a pitch in Dallas, beaten, flat, eliminated. And nobody in the mainstream media is asking the real question. Did France lose in Dallas, or did they lose in that boardroom in May? This is the Football Extra Live, and this is the money war that broke France. Let us go back to May 2026. France football team are ranked number 1 in the world, qualified, confident, favourites. Their federation president, Philippe Diallo, sits down with the squad. And according to reporting by L'Équipe, France's most respected sports newspaper, he tells them their World Cup bonuses are being reduced. Roughly €20,000 per player. His reasoning? FIFA's prize money hadn't met expectations. The dollar-euro exchange rate was unfavourable, and a World Cup in America would be expensive to run. The players were stunned, and here is why. The FFF earns around €100 million per year from its record shirt deal with Nike, one of the richest federation contracts in world football. And it gets worse. Those same bonuses had been increased just 4 months earlier as a reward for qualifying. Raised in January, cut in May. The players called the request inconsistent, and according to L'Équipe, the fight over match tickets for players' families caused an even bigger stir than the money itself. Imagine preparing for the biggest tournament of your life while negotiating with your own federation over tickets for your mother. But the bonus fight was only one fire. Because at the same time, France's biggest club and France's federation were at war. Ousmane Dembélé and Désiré Doué, both PSG stars, picked up injuries on national team duty. PSG exploded. They blamed the national team's coaching staff. They blamed Didier Deschamps himself. The dispute became so bitter that former France striker Christophe Dugarry publicly accused PSG of trying a, quote, scandalous manipulation. Club against country. President against players. Federation against its own dressing room. This was the atmosphere around the most expensive squad ever assembled. €1.56 billion of talent in the weeks before the biggest matches of their lives. Money everywhere, peace nowhere. And in tournament football, what happens off the pitch always finds its way onto it. July 14th. Bastille Day, France's national holiday, and the day their World Cup died. On paper, France were unstoppable. 6 matches, 16 goals scored, 2 conceded. Mbappe leading the Golden Boot race with 8 goals. But Spain had different numbers. 1 goal conceded in the entire tournament. 37 matches unbeaten. 2 full years without defeat. 22nd minute. Lucas Digne fouls 19-year-old Lamine Yamal in the box. Penalty. Mikel Oyarzabal buried 2-0. And then, nothing. No response, no fire, no fight. France's billion-euro attack finished the night with 0.3 expected goals. From 10 shots. Mbappe, Dembélé, Olise, Doué, €500 million of forwards, producing almost nothing. Commentators called it flat. Pundits called it strange. But if you watch the story from May, It wasn't strange at all. Now let us count the real cost. France had already secured around $30 million for reaching the semi-final. Win the third place match, they finish with about $35 million. Lose it, about $31. The $50 million championship and the $33 million runner-up prize are gone. But the prize money was never the biggest number. A France appearance in the final would have supercharged the FFF's next commercial cycle, the same federation that told its players it needed to cut costs. Think about the irony. The federation asked players to sacrifice €20,000 each to save money. The elimination just cost them tens of millions in prize money and commercial value. They saved cents and lost the vault. And one more bill came due in Dallas. Didier Deschamps, 14 years in charge, a World Cup winner as player and coach, had already announced this was his final tournament. His era ends not with a trophy, but with a third-place playoff and a federation at war with everyone around it. So, did the money war break France? Here is what we know for certain. The bonus cut happened. L'Équipe reported it. The ticket dispute happened. The PSG war happened. And the flattest performance of France's tournament happened right after all of it. Spain did not outspend France. Spain's key player, Yamal, cost them nothing. He came through their academy. What Spain had was the one thing France's €100 million federation could not put in the budget. Peace. A dressing room with no fires. A federation with no wars. A team, not just a squad. So we end where we started. Did France lose in Dallas? Or did they lose in that boardroom in May when the people paid to protect the team chose to fight it instead? This is the Football Extra Live, the money stories behind the game. Tell me in the comments, was this Spain's brilliance or France's own greed? We will see you at the final.